So with fall quickly approaching, I started doing a few fall videos, but I wanted to do a little rewind and ask you guys in my community tab, what are some of your favorite summer designer fragrances that you wore this year? I had a lot of responses on 2 different posts, and so in this video, I'm gonna give you guys your choices of the 5 best or most worn designer fragrances of 2022 for spring and summer. So without further ado, let's get it. My great smelling dudes, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another fragrance video. Thank you so much for joining me. We are almost at 1,500 subscribers in 6 months, and it's all because of you, so thank you guys so much. So again, fall is quickly approaching. It's actually here for me. It's 50 degrees outside. But with that said, I wanted to do a little rewind, get back into summer just for a few more weeks, and ask you guys in my community tab. I did 2 posts because there was a YouTube comment issue. I asked you guys, what are some of your favorite or most worn designer fragrances for the summer over this last year in 2022? I got a decent amount, like 40 or some responses, and so I'm going to be listing your top 5 as well as giving you some of my favorites in the beginning. And so without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into it with the ones that I've been wearing a lot. Number 1, I've told you guys a lot. This is by Rasasi. It's Rasasi Hawas. It is your citrus fruity aquatic. It has plum, watery notes, aromatics, musks. Fantastic fragrance. It is a beast mode projector, up to 8 hours. You can wear it in pretty much any season, day or night, although I like to wear it more during the day. Rasasi Hawas gets you noticed. Women like it, and for the price, which is about $40 to $50, it is absolutely amazing. I would definitely recommend trying it out if you like those fruity aquatic fragrances. The next one is actually a layer with my favorite summer fragrance, which is Dolce & Gabbana, the one in our Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. But this year I've been mixing it. So there's now a new layer. If you layer this 1-to-1 with Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Barts, you can do 1-to-2 because this is known to not last that long. But when you mix these together, it turns into like a citrus mojito because this is more of like your Caribbean pineapple. Just it feels like it is just a tropical fragrance. And then you have this, which is your citrus aromatic fragrance. Put them together, it's like a tropical mojito. It is such a good fragrance. If you like citruses, tropicals, like literally like a drink. Put them together, it lasts about 6 to 7 hours, and it makes this one last just as long. So really good. Those are the best fragrances to layer together, St. Barts and Light Blue Eau Intense. I've been wearing that pretty much all summer. So now we're going to get into your top 5, and I am going to do these in order based on how many votes they got. Most of the fragrances that you guys put only got 1, and a lot of people put niche, which again, I'm only doing designers. So with that said, the one that got 2 votes here is by Yves Saint Laurent. It's YSL Y Eau Fraiche. Very comparable to things like Dior Homme cologne, Mercedez Benz cologne. They are your lemonade slushy type fragrances, while this one takes that YSL Y DNA and mixes it together with a lemonade slushy. So it's a citrus aromatic fragrance, and the main notes that you get in YSL Y Eau Fraiche are lemon, ginger, juniper, and cedar. So when you first spray it on, I'm not going to go too far into these. Again, you get that lemon. Also, you get another citrusy feel in there. I think it's bergamot or something like that, but mostly lemon. Also, you do get some lavender and geranium and ginger, again, that YSL Y DNA. And then when you get into the base, you do get that cedar coming in, giving it a little bit of a woody aromatic. This fragrance does activate in the heat, but it doesn't push out long. It's about an hour to an hour and a half. And then it turns more into a personal bubble for the remaining 3 to 4 hours. But with that said, if you're looking for something during the day, high heat, summer, going to the beach, going to the pool, you need something quick, this is really, really a nice fragrance. Just like all the rest of them, they don't, in the same category, they don't all pretty much last about 4 to 5 hours. So that's YSL Y Eau Fraiche. The next one, I was actually pretty shocked on. This got 3 votes, and this is by Prada. It is Prada Ocean. So I was shocked that people picked this because I only just recently started to like this fragrance. I didn't like it the first 100 times I smelled it, but now I do. When you first spray it on, you do get a little bit of a dated feel, but after about 2-3 minutes, it's completely gone, that dated feel. But anyway, the main notes that you get in Prada Ocean are bergamot, pink pepper, iris, and musk. And speaking of musk, it's an aromatic, musky fragrance. It does have a bit of a sweetness in there. It does say that there's like a caramel note, but I think that's a typo. But with that said, when you first spray this on, it's a little bit aromatic, it's a little bit musky. You also do get like a little bit of almost like a citrusy sweetness in the opening, mixed all together. And then once about 5 minutes goes by, again, that dated feel kind of goes away. And then the iris from it kind of pulls up, as does the pink pepper and the woody notes and the musks. And once they pull up, it becomes almost like if you took Prada Lhomme and made it blue. It's like a typical blue fragrance with that iris from Prada Lhomme. Mix them together. That's what you get here. It is a beautiful fragrance. Lasts about 6 to 7 hours. Very versatile. Can be worn all year round. It only just recently was found that you can wear this really nicely during the summer. So wear it all year round, day or night, although it is more of a daytime fragrance in my opinion during the summer and more of a nighttime in the fall. But Prada Ocean, fantastic fragrance. Even though it's called Ocean, there's not really any aquatic notes or anything like that. Doesn't feel aquatic. It is just a nice blue iris fragrance that has a little bit of spice, some musks, some woods. Really nice. Prada Ocean. So now we're going to get into the third fragrance on your guys' list, and I'm actually happy that you chose this over other ones that it's compared to. It's another citrus fruity aquatic similar to Rasasi Hawas by Mont Blanc. It is Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. I think that this one deserves more hype. I think it's underrated in comparison to the other fragrances. While Rasasi Hawas is more of a fruity aquatic citrus, this is more of a citrus fruity aquatic. So with Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, the main notes that you get in it are grapefruit, bergamot, watery notes, and musk. It's again citrus aquatic fragrance. When you first spray it on, you get hit in the face with grapefruit. Grapefruit's there. It is citrusy. It's a little bit rindy, but not really. And then you also do get like a fruitiness from it. Then you get that bergamot that comes in there that kind of dials down that rindiness from the grapefruit. Very nice. Then you also do get those watery aquatic notes that come in. Mixes really well with them. Makes it real juicy, really nice. A little bit heavy too. And then as you get to the base, you get woods, you get musk. It is like a bit of lavender as well, if I can remember. Really nice fragrance that I would wear in pretty much any situation. Similar to that of Rasasi Hawas, but I actually find it more of a daytime fragrance than Rasasi Hawas is. More again aimed straight at the day, and I wouldn't wear it outside of like spring and summer, but some people would. With that said, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit lasts about 6 to 7 hours. Unlike Rasasi Hawas, it's not a beast projector. It's about a little bit above moderate, maybe above average. But again, 6 to 7 hours, really nice. Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, really nice fragrance. So great choice, guys. Now moving into the last two. It was really close. One had 11 votes and one had 10 votes. This is the number 2 fragrance by Armani. It is Acqua Di Gio Profondo. So this is actually my favorite Acqua Di Gio outside of Acqua Di Gio Absolute, which I don't really consider an Acqua Di Gio, even though it obviously is. It's so different from all the rest of the Acqua Di Gios. I kind of put them all in one category and then Absolute in one. So with that said, Acqua Di Gio Profondo is my favorite from the category of pretty much all the rest of the fragrances. It is a marine citrus fragrance. It has a bit of green in there as well. The best way I like to explain it is if you took the original Acqua Di Gio, you made it last longer, which is about 7 to 8 hours. You made it project better, which is above average. And not only that, it is going to be one of the daytime fragrances that is more modern. It is a little bit more green. It focuses on the citrusy aspect, and it's just better overall compared to the original. So the main notes you get in Profondo are sea notes, mandarin, lavender, and mineral notes. So you still have that DNA, those mineral notes, those sea notes, a little bit of citrus. But in this one, again, it focuses a lot on that green mandarin. It also does have the sea notes, aquatic notes throughout the entire fragrance. It's a blue fragrance through and through, but more of like an aquatic marine. You get that saltiness, you get those mineral notes, you get some woods, you get some musks. It's just a really nice fragrance overall. But again, to dumb it down, the best way is to say it's a more modern take on the original. That is longer lasting, better projecting, and just focuses more on a greenness and then also that like citrus green mandarin in the opening. So Acqua Di Gio Profondo, again, great choice. It also borders on the line of classy and playful, so you can get the best of both worlds. You can also take it to work, stuff like that. Really good fragrance. Now moving into the last one, which I was really excited about. Yay! That you guys chose this. So many of you guys chose it. Well, I mean, so many compared to who voted. And so this is by Dior. It is my signature scent, and this is Dior Homme Sport 2021. Released at the end, like the last week of 2021, so technically it's like released in 2022. But with that said, Dior Homme Sport 2021 is a fantastic fragrance. It's a citrus, aldehydic, woody fragrance, and the main notes you get from it are lemon, aldehydes, pink pepper, and woods. So the best way to explain this fragrance is if you took that Dior Homme DNA, not the Iris DNA, but the Dior Homme DNA that everybody knows, that like kind of like makeup-y feel, dial that down a lot and then add in this nice citrus aldehydic mixture. So you get that lemon in the opening as well as some bergamot, and then you also in those aldehydes. It's a fresh, it's a clean, it's a citrus fragrance through and through. The citrus portion of it stays there for quite a long time. I get about 6 to 7 hours of projection or longevity on this and about 3 hours of projection. I have heard people that say they don't get that they get like 3 or 4, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, everybody that I've spoken to get about 6 to 7 hours at minimum. It's a really nice fragrance. Again, I've already worn through about a 30 milliliter decant of this and now about a quarter of this bottle. It smells absolutely fantastic. You also do get some woods in the dry down. You get a little bit of a spiciness from the pink pepper. It is the best Dior Homme in my opinion because I don't like that makeup-y aspect, and this really does dial that lipstick down a notch, like 10 notches. And you get that citrus. It's beautiful, it's classy. It makes you be able to wear it at work, during the day, during the night. My wife loves it and she doesn't like Dior's at all. So this one is a definite winner. Glad you guys picked it. Great for the spring and summer, but also can be worn in fall and winter. Even though it's a citrusy fragrance, it does have that luxurious feel and that like classy feel that you can wear it outside of that to work. I wouldn't wear it on really cold days, but with that said, it does work out. So Dior Homme Sport 2021, again, my favorite Dior. Those are your list of your 5 most worn or favorites of summer this year. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Anybody who didn't participate in the voting, let me know exactly what your favorites are if you didn't, and let me know what you guys think of the fragrances that everybody else picked here and the ones that I mentioned in the beginning. I'll probably be doing more videos like this that are more from you guys, and so just keep an eye on the community tab. And outside of that, thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with another one. Peace.